The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a battle in the Great Lakes State, and from the Upers to those in the Mitten, all Michiganders will be focused on this showdown. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will start this game off. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a good.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Running it back, it's Jean-Pierre. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have... in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. season opener. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Keep it on the ground. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On the return, it's Jean-Pierre. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. He gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
From the gun to give, looking for room.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tackle is made after the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Can't get him to the ground. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march the ball 51 yards for the score and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's back to throw on second down. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The DBs will back off a bit. Makes the catch. It's Thorne. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Broncos are rolling down the field. Quick completion to the right. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he's shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Jean-Pierre. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the back. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. They run the reverse. And that play looks great when they drew it up in the playbook. Did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Powers through. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. Red pass, it's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game. That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Broncos will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He wants to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes Michigan 28, Western Michigan 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the return, it's Jean-Pierre. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're setting up the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Western Michigan, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
You take that kind of chance to the outer third of the field, I mean, that's just begging to throw a pick 6.
Not a great decision. The coach is not going to be very happy when he goes over and says, why are you throwing in the double coverage? Let's read the field. If they're going to do this, let's take something else, right? Don't never go broke taking a profit. Do a good job of seeing what they're doing and trying to take away from you and take the other.
The Broncos decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, it's Jean-Pierre. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Line gets set, first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Michigan.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He wants to throw. Makes his connection. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And the Broncos in the hurry up. On second down. He's looking downfield. Makes the grab on the left. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get to it. It's complete to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll throw on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Key. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He lets one fly deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan 49, Western Michigan 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kick.
The 17.
He'll be stopped at the 17. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Fights off a defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt.
On to kick it away.
He gets a block, and the returner is stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it, and he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
It's 2nd down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Rifles it down the middle. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Slips through the line. Made a defender miss. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. It's complete to the left. Afterburners coming. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. The Broncos are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Using his legs, it's Harvey. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Trying to get rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He'll do it himself. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Bringing it back, it's Flanagan. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it.
And just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Walters. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Thorne. Oh, there's the ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. 1st down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're bringing heat. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible.
Gorilla. 42 Spider. 4
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Western Michigan, 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got his man down the middle. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Slings it downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. They stripped it out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At the 45 on its way. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
He's got him this time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Wolverines are on the move. Touch pass on the run. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The running back has it. Fakes his man out. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to pound it in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Western Michigan, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Catch in the middle. It's Thorne. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And the defense got it. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Michigan. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
Man, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got...
Oh, he wants it all. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
Take over.
Pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. The give to the tailback. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.